All right, so this video is about um how like one strategy to make a man fall in love is mirroring them,
Yeah.
like literally doing what they're doing to you. And the reason why is because the reason why such a good strategy is because it prevents manipulations. When you get manipulated is when you're reacting to the other person. When you mirror them, they can't really manipulate you. Like you sort of fight fire with fire. Okay. So this is a note. It says mirroring somebody is the most powerful way to prevent manipulation. First of all, that's the first thing. In order for you to really make somebody fall in love, you first have to prevent any manipulation because if you get manipulated, you're not gonna get them fall in love. You're gonna get played. And when you get played, you waste time because you could have used that time to leave that person and find somebody who's better for you. The worst thing in the world is wasting your time on somebody who will never love you. That's really the worst thing. No matter how old you are, it could be you, it could be my 80-year-old granny, right? Um, so it gives you the upper hand in a relationship, and you're able to read people according to what they show you. So so now we will talk about, okay, I'm gonna be talking in my own stuff, okay? So this is the point of mirroring, and one is that it helps you find out if the person really likes you. So if they start acting cold, naturally, if you feel insecure and they start acting cold, you actually don't act cold. You actually get insecure and you try to win them over. You don't mirror them. I suppose if I tell you, give them the same energy and they start acting cold, you're going to start noticing that there's an impulse in you that says, be warm, be nice, give them a gift because you like them, right? And that happens a lot too. When somebody takes a long time to text back and you really wanted to hear from them, you don't mirror them. You text back quickly, right? And that changes the power dynamics. And a lot of the times, those are really patterns that you're repeating. Now, a quick 1 minute intermission. Don't forget, people, if you guys want to work with me one on one, a lot of you guys don't know how to book a phone call. Just click in the description down below, and there we have 10-minute call, 15-minute call, 30-minute call. It's much easier to apply these strategies if you book a call with me. I can promise you, man. You guys think you're applying it, but we all have a certain level of self deception when there's a lot of dopamine at the thought of being with them and a lot of pain at the thought of not being with them. And so it kind of skews your thinking. And so when you watch these videos, you only do confirmation bias and you never really apply these strategies. Sometimes all you need is for you to talk to me and literally the results come. Like I've seen people have kids get married through the strategy that I teach. I know it sounds toxic, but trust me, man, I worked in mental health. I worked in the field of counseling. I've had a lot of experience, and these strategies worked. I even worked in drug rehabs too. Now, if you guys don't forget, there's also a free audiobook about how to make a guy chase you by using the hot and cold method. There's an audiobook and an ebook, okay? So if you guys want to do that, click on the description down below where it says get your free gift, and I'll send it straight to your inbox. Let's continue with this toxic and insidious video. So mirroring also shows you your own flaws, right? It shows you your weaknesses. So the point of mirroring is one that it helps you find out if the person really likes you. Because if they start acting cold and you act cold, and then they keep acting cold, they're like, okay, this is not going nowhere. So a lot of people, you think it's obvious, but a lot of people do the opposite, where they get in relationships where they're cold and they're warm, and they don't know if they like them. It's like, no, you're not. If you mirror them, you will know they don't like you. That saves so much time and effort because a lot of the times you get in denial and they don't like you, and so you sort of start acting in denial by acting really warm, and as opposed to that. So because you notice that if somebody likes you and you marry them, everything starts to escalate. If somebody likes you, you start marrying them, they call you, you call them back. You text fast, they text fast. Perfect, right? But also things will start to de-escalate fast because you're not following your emotions. Because and a lot of the times they're gonna leave you. And this is why a lot of the times when you marry somebody, you exaggerate the things that they do. So if he called you twice a week, you only call him once a week. What happened is when people feel like they're losing you, they backward rationalize and they think that the reason why they're in that dynamic is because they like you. When in reality that's not the case. Right? So understand that Doing this is hard. It sounds easier said than done, but it's hard, but it's simple at the same time. Because you don't have to think. You just have to have self-control. Like if somebody is taking a long time to text back, you know what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But do you have the self-control to
Right.
do that? That's really the hard part. What do you think of that?
I find it really hard because when I'm starting anything, any type of relationship, it could be friendship, but mostly romantic with anyone else. I like at the beginning, I try to control myself and do not give away more than I'm receiving, right? But that's not me. I'm very warm, and especially when I like somebody, and when I feel that, but they are not giving it to me, I feel like I should give them to them either way because that's
You.
me.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I find it really hard to like find that balance between stoicism and just giving everything away.
Yeah. And you'll notice that when you do this, it actually gives you a lot of self-awareness
Yeah.
because you realize you're not really acting strategically. And that's why the results a lot of times suck. But it's not because of you. It's not because of how you look. It's not because of your value as a person. It's just that you're not thinking strategically. Just like a country that we know, they
Hmm.
think very strategically. That's why they have so much power. Because as opposed to the other side, oh, this is injustice. They're like, let's blackmail that person. Let's give them money. Let's give that person. That's why they have power because they use that. So if you mirror them, you actually blackmail them. If you mirror them, you actually do the same shit that they do in lobby rather than using the moral game, which they don't give a fuck about the moral game. They do use the moral game, actually. They call themselves the most moral army, but they don't. That's not the only thing they use because they play dirty, so they have more tools. If you're not willing to play dirty, you only have a very finite set of tools. You're not going to win that fight. Um, so and this is why a lot of the times when you mirror somebody, you exaggerate the things they do. So if they call you twice a week, you only call them once a week. What happened is when people feel like they're losing you, they backward rationalize and they think that the reason why they're in that dynamic is because they like you. So if they feel like they're losing you, if they feel it, they'll start to think that the reason they feel that is because. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out my new course, The Commitment Formula. You could pre-order it right now and you can get it at a discounted rate. This course is meant to help you get out of situationships. This course to help you to get into relationships, to get commitment. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of testimonies of women getting married, even having kids. I mean, a woman came up to me, they're like, look, Father Alex, this is you. I'm like, that's not Father Alex, okay? Father Alex is a spiritual thing. And like, no, I have a kid. And because of your channel, I applied what you did, and now I have a kid. I've seen countless of stories. As toxic as you guys might see me, these strategies work to get commitment. Purchase it right now. There's no gimmicks, there's no games. This is meant to allow you to get the guy that you want, get married, and have kids, and you don't have to watch any other channel after this. Okay? And if you don't like it, just get your money back. Look, this is gonna be the best course I'm ever gonna make. And that says a lot. This is gonna be the best course I'm gonna make. So pre-order it right now, or else I'm gonna have to close the channel. And don't forget, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org right here and book a one-on-one phone call. Take care. They like you. Like that. That's how the mind has a lot is really good at deceiving you a lot. So understand that doing this is hard and it hurts because you're fighting your instincts or your traumas,
Hmm.
right? And a lot may not be able to do this because it takes discipline.
Yeah.
So if he mimics you back, it's because he doesn't like you. So if they're late on the date and you're always on time and then you're late, then they should well, first of all, I don't want them to marry you. If you're late and you're late. Um, but if they start mimicking you now that you're late, now he's gonna be more late. That's a sign that somebody that they don't like you,
Yeah.
right? This is why the person we don't like ends up falling in love more because you mirror them more, right? Because if that person shows to you interest, you will not give it back because you feel more valuable and you don't have this emotional investment. On the contrary, when you like the person, you only mirror their good behavior. And when they show negative signs, you go in the opposite direction. So when you like someone, you only mirror their positive sign and you ignore the negative. So the key is to mirror the positive and the negative. So if they want to be well, first of all, if they want to be disrespectful, don't be disrespectful. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because disrespectful becomes a habit, and it could
And
ruin.
it
Yeah,
escalates.
yeah. It can escalate. Aggression becomes. Your brain releases a lot of dopamine. Like your brain rewards you for aggression.
Mhm.
So if you notice you got to get dirty with this person, don't do that because now you're becoming something else. And you get a taste for blood.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's what happens a lot of the
Yeah.
times, right? You get so pissed off at giving so much to the other person that you start trying to hurt them the way they hurt you. So you mirroring the negative. And then years of that, you become someone different. You become completely difficult to be with, honestly. Um, this is also why a person, let me see, let me make sure. That's actually some, I forgot I wrote this shit. What do you think of that?
I keep thinking of the last guy I was with.
Hmm.
I was mirroring him, and then I started mirroring the bad, like no longer to respond, everything. But he was like, "But you do it with malice, so you are wrong, but I can do it anyway."
Oh, he started saying that you did it
That I
badly.
did it with
Oh, he did it
malice.
because he was actually busy.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. You see,
yeah,
that pisses me off. You gotta get out.
yeah,
You gotta get out. Like that's why mirroring people don't understand is like it reveals you, it reveals their intention.
yeah,
If you sit the way somebody's sitting and the way they're reacting to you, you can almost start thinking what they're thinking.
yeah,
Like it's if you text the way they're texting, you can sort of see the way they're seeing the world, you know? And mirroring their interest causes the person to actually pull away even more. Remember, mirror the negative things they do and don't mirror when they show interest. If they're showing interest, show it too, but one level below them. So you do mirror their interest, but not at the same level of intensity. You do it just at a lower level. If they're showing interest, show it too, but lower level. You will still mirror them to a certain extent, so you will not be so cold. Because if they're showing interest and you're cold, they're gonna get needy. You might lose respect for them because
yeah,
you're acting cold and they're acting nice. You're like, the fuck, I thought this person was cool,
yeah,
and that's what happens when you do that also.
yeah. When it's easy to get, it loses value.
Yeah, exactly. It's only human nature. Um, And a lot of people listen to this and they don't like it. They're like, "Why do we have to play these games? Why?"
Yeah, I hate it.
It's just humans. You're not dealing
Yeah,
with angels. We're
yeah,
not dealing with Jesus. This is not Jesus. This is not
yeah,
Madami.
yeah,
We're not. We're dealing with flawed human beings.
yeah,
And so, in fact, you're dealing with more of a chimp than an actual angel. And people are insecure and like
yeah,
sometimes when they're insecure and you treat them well, and they don't like themselves, they're like,
yeah. Why are you treating me
yeah,
good?
I'm not good. I'm not worthy. You must
Yeah,
be like shit.
I read this thing the other day that men, well, it said men, but I think everybody, it can apply to anyone. Um, when you like someone, but they don't like themselves, but you like them, they stop liking you because how could you like them, right?
Mhm. Yep,
I mean,
yep.
it's a tongue twister, but
That's true.
but yeah, if they don't like themselves and you like them, it's like you lose. It's like you lose value to them.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a loser. Why are you treating me
Yeah,
cool? In fact, if you treated them like shit, they'll like you.
yeah, yeah,
And that's why it's like the guy who dates the broken woman and who worships her. She treats him like complete shit. He's the nicest guy ever, and she's a bitch, but he treats her so nice. It's because she's like she doesn't believe she's worthy of that, and so she's like Why is he with me? In fact, she resents him. She wants to be with somebody who treats her bad so that he can treat her better. Like she wants the guy that treats her bad to change and treat her nice. She doesn't want the guy that
Mhm.
treats her nice in the beginning. She wants a guy that treats her like shit.
And
She
then goes nice. Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
and it kind of explains why the mean girls get the nice guys.
Hmm.
Like, man, why always the bitches get the nice guys and I get the mean ones? It's crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. It's crazy shit. It's interesting, man. Very interesting.